Greetings and good day, all. This is Michelle of Michelle Speaks. If you hide it, you can't heal it. Your life recovery coach here, coming on to share with you all some tips on how to manage your anxiety and manage your mental health during this COVID-19 pandemic. So, basically, ways to move beyond your stress, to recreate or create the new norm of how we are living right now due to the enforced social distancing. And so basically, just wanted to come on and share a few tidbits that I hope will help you to successfully navigate or manage your daily life and create or establish a new routine. And so, we are creatures of habit. And though many of us say that we like change, change, whether it's good or bad, is still change and it can be challenging. And so the status of our mental health governs every other aspect of our lives. And so if our mental health is out of whack, then chances are every other aspect of our lives is going to be impacted. And, we are hardwired for connection. We are hardwired to commune and to be able to serve and be of service to others. And really having to navigate and change how we do that can be challenging for some. Everybody handles change and crises differently. It shows up differently in our bodies and how our bodies are impacted. And so, just going to share with you, going to get right into what I wanted to share today, to be mindful of everybody's time. And so, as a mental health advocate, I advocate on a national platform regarding mental health. And wanted to briefly share with you that we have to have purpose. A life without meaning is a life without purpose. And right now, people are questioning, what is my purpose now, for those that may have been furloughed or, laid off altogether. Finding out what your purpose is, because if we don't have a purpose, then we're not inclined to want to get up and move. And so these are some simple things that you can do to improve your mental health or sustain or identify any challenges you may be having with anxiety. And for those of you that have diagnosed mental health challenges, I want to address you first. First and foremost, if you are on meds, take your meds as they're prescribed. Make sure that you're keeping your appointments with your therapist. A lot of therapists are going to virtual conferencing and things like that. So just make sure that you're keeping your appointments. Make sure that you're staying connected with your support system. Make sure that you're managing your hygiene and your self-care regimen. And I'll leave that there, because everything else I'm going to share is for everybody's mental health overall. And so establishing a routine, we can have a lot of good intentions, but without a system in place or a routine by how which we navigate them, it's going to be difficult to stay on task. In order for us to manifest things, we have to have a vision for it. And to have that vision, we must write that vision. And so I'm sure those of you that are not used to working from home, maybe you're enjoying the comforts of not having to get up and be regimented. And that's okay to do that, but don't stay in that place too long. It takes 3 days to create a habit. It takes 21 days to change it. And so get up in the mornings as like you're going to work. Get up, get dressed, wash your face, brush your teeth, do your breakfast, do your morning ritual. If you have a spiritual regimen that you follow, do that. But establish a routine. If you're finding that it's hard to get up, set your alarm and put it across the room, so you have to get up out of the bed. And once you get up out of the bed, you just keep moving. Exercise is so important. Movement and exercising, it releases endorphins in our bodies that boosts our energy level, honestly, and it boosts our emotional and mental capacity. So engage in some movement, even if it's just doing some leg lifts in place or walking, going outside and sitting on your patio or on your porch and taking in some fresh air. If you luckily enough to live in the Florida area as I am, then you're able to enjoy the sun. For those of you that may be challenged in your immune system, you want to be mindful of going outside and you're not able to take walks or things like that, just get outside on your porch or get outside on your patio if you live in an apartment. Just make sure that you're changing your routine and that you're getting out and getting some fresh air. One of the other things that you can do is to prioritize your goals. Set some goals and then prioritize them by order of importance. Meaning, set a goal that you're going to do daily, personally, educationally, and otherwise. And so invest in some self-development time. Download some Audible books, and listen to that. Make sure that you're eating properly and not just eating because you're bored or eating things that are unhealthy, because you're really eating out of an emotional need rather than just because you want to nourish your body. And these may sound like simple things. When you feel better, you do better. So put on some bright clothes. For women, do your makeup. Do your hair. For men, groom yourself. These are simple things, but they can often go by the wayside if we don't feel like we have purpose, or we're not going to be seeing anybody anyway during this enforced social distancing. So just make sure that you're doing those things as well. Nurture your relationships. I've written some things down so I don't forget to help keep me on task. Nurture the relationships that you have in your life without the distractions of, social media or TV. Like, turn off the TV, close your laptop, turn off your phone, and really engage with your friends and your loved ones. Ask them questions that you wouldn't normally ask, and then sit and listen, be present. Just that connection and bonding with someone else, that will help you manage your mental health as well. Identify some projects that you would like to embark upon and do the research, or if you have some projects that you haven't finished due to lack of time, use this time to not only prioritize those projects, but to begin working on them a little bit at a time. I've had some outstanding trainings that I needed to listen in on, and some assignments that I needed to turn in for some things that I'm doing to enhance my personal and professional development. But because I haven't really had the time prior to, I'm now taking this time to do that. For those of you that aren't able to relax because there's clutter, take this time to tackle a room at a time in your home and declutter. Everybody has a junk drawer, I should say. So, organize that junk drawer. Enlist the help of your family or your loved ones to, everybody has an assignment that they're going to do. So this is the time to really just connect on a more personal level with yourself, but also with those that are in your sphere of influence. And within your circle of support, determine how often that you're going to connect and check in, if it's going to be bi-weekly, or if there's somebody in your circle of support that you need to hear from more often. Express what you need. People can't read your mind. Establish a personal safety plan or a personal, crisis plan as well if you don't already have one. Make sure that you have things that you need to put your hands on quickly, that you've identified there, and where you can locate it, and how others can locate it if they need to, should something happen to you, God forbid. And so these are just a few hacks that you can do. Journal, start writing. If you're not used to writing, start writing out your feelings and what you're encountering, and start a blog. If you have a gift that you can share with others, add value to someone else. If you have the gift of gab, create a little short snippet or something that's funny. Humor is always something that everyone can relate to. If you have the gift of writing, share an inspirational word or a quote or a scripture with someone. If someone crosses your mind, reach out to them, let them know that you're thinking about them. These are things that you can do to improve your mental health. I could go on and on and on. I'm not going to, bombard you with all the different things that you can do. If you're feeling overloaded, then maybe it's time you're being overstimulated. if you're tuning into the news and the more that you hear about what's going on, the worse you feel, then that's an indicator that you need to kind of minimize that. You know, set time limits on when you're going to go on and kind of catch up with people online, unless you're doing like a FaceTime or something like that. And so focus on establishing a new, get creative about bringing in new streams of income, you know, if that's what you need to sustain yourself. But income is not going to matter if you're not healthy physically or mentally or emotionally. And so, you know, go online. There's plenty of online and at home opportunities that are available. So do the research to find that if that's something that you want to do. So I hope that this has been helpful. I'm not going to stay on here long, but just wanted to give you some quick tips and hacks that you can use to help navigate and create a new norm during this COVID-19 pandemic. And the reason that I wanted to do this is I've had a few people reach out to me, some friends, you know, and they were like, hey, like, I don't know, you know, I'm feeling out of sorts, you know, I'm moving between my couch and my bed, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I want to do, and I'm just feeling isolated. So don't, you know, if you feel isolated, reach out. Reach out to your loved ones. Let them know where you're at. Let them know that you need some extra help, that you need some extra support. And for those of you that live alone, do not hesitate to ask for what you need, because people cannot read your mind. And don't feel like you're bothering people or imposing on them. And don't take it personally if they don't get back to you right away. Because again, everybody is handling this thing and trying to recreate a new norm for them personally, and then for their friends and loved ones. And, you know, it may take some shifting and some recategorizing and reprioritizing some things. And so that is all I have. I hope that this has been helpful to you. This is Michelle of Michelle Speaks. If you hide it, you can't heal it. And your life recovery coach here signing out. So the takeaway is this: get moving, get enough sleep, establish a routine, get some fresh air, and reconnect or nurture the relationships that you have in your lives. Take care, be well, and God bless.